Okay. Good morning, everybody. We'll be starting in just a second. All right. Happy Thursday, everybody. Wow, I can't believe we're on Thursday already. All right. Let me just share my screen. Trying to get everything done a few minutes earlier, but every time I try, it doesn't seem like it's working. Okay, there's that. And one last time. Let's try that. All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let me move this chair. Oh. Matt's chair is in the way. All right, let's say hello to everybody. We got Steven, we got Rihanna, we got Cfazio, we got RBX10, we got John, we got Mark, we got Ivano, we got Richard. Good morning, Richard. Keith, Yuri, Robert, Dave, Anukumar, Roddy, Pete, Sandra, Seth, Omar, Warren, Thomas, Jay from Mix, Brian, James, Stan, Steven, or Stefan, Brian, Ernest, JB, the sassy trainers here, Jody, Rihanna, Walter, Mark, David, Ray. Good morning, Cam. Good morning, Jeff. Good morning, Charlie, Clyde, Michael, Deanna, Mark, Joanne, Don, Richard, Steve, Porky's, Gregory, Ed, Wade, Robert, Bill, Lloyd, Illinois grain farmer, Matt, Harold, Wayne, Javad, Richard. Good morning, Richard from Puente Gorda. Mr. Catalyst. We're going to call Richard Feinberg Mr. Catalyst. Sergey Art, the startup CEO, Mike, Hopium, Rick, Nathan, Next Gen, Bob, Jesse, Devin, CJ, Mark, Cosmic Spiral, Sin, RP from Spain, greetings. David, good morning. Don, Eagle Beagle. Yes, we got Eagle Beagle here. Hope you're doing well, man. David, James, Bob. Oh, I'll tell the chair story. I'll tell the chair story in a little bit. William, Mark, Tim, Daryl, Cam, Kathy. Let's see. I lost my footing. I lost my footing. Let me go back. Oh God. Okay. We got Rick, Nathan, Next Gen, Bob, Jesse, Devin, CJ, Mark, Cosmic Spiral, Eagle Beagle, Ira, Stacy, Shamens, Kathy, Delroy, Henry, Randy, Dave, Bob, Justin, Eagle Beagle, David, James, William, Mark, Tim, Daryl. Yep, it's my new chair. You can see it right here. Kathy, Frank, Richard, Brian, Greg, David, Diamond, Jen. Ooh, 40 degrees in Chicago. Oh, my. Richard, good morning. Richie, not Richard, Richie. I'm going to call you Richie. I didn't know you like to be called Richie. Genevieve, Terrence, Candy, Dave, Raj, Jay Blazer, Pat, Mr. Dragon Don, Michael, Dave, David, Palmer, Long. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I hope everybody's doing well. So to give you a story of my chair, it's actually a pretty funny story. So I went to Los Angeles with my wife back when my friend's daughter was getting married, a couple of months back. And I went to 3 chair stores. They have a couple of different chair stores in the west side of town and the east side, all over the place. And I mean, obviously, it's Los Angeles. You can pretty much find anything there. And I spent about 4.5 hours looking for chairs. And obviously, how do you look for chairs? You go sit on a chair, and that's how you find the chair. And I wasn't concerned about price. I don't want price to influence how I feel on a chair because sometimes it's like a mattress, you just don't know. So I sat on and I specifically told the sales guy, please don't tell me anything about the chair. Let me just sit on each chair for 10 minutes. And and so after 5 hours and 45 minutes, the chair that I really liked was the chair that I use at work, which I thought was the funniest thing in the world. So it's exactly the same chair that I have at work. I'll post you guys a link. I'll post a link of what this chair is. When I am done with this show, I'll post it on the Telegram channel. Well, Harry will post it. He's my assistant, as you know. You guys saw Harry this morning? We got here. See, he's very concerned about the market. He's got two sandwiches. Me and Richard only get one. He gets two. So, yeah, Matt doesn't even get two sandwiches around here. But Harry's my assistant today. He'll post the name of the chair and where you can get it after the broadcast. Okay. But I'll post all of it. I'll post all of it. It's actually about a $400 chair. It's not that expensive, but what I've noticed, it keeps my back really straight and I don't get as tired after work. So when I sit here in the morning and I get up, I don't get as tired and my posture's up. Matter of fact, I even moved my camera. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I moved my camera a little lower because I'm sitting up and my head goes all the way to the top of the frame. So I was actually lowering it the other way. But I'll give you I'll give you the name and I'll give you all that information as soon as I'm done with this class. I posted it before, but I'll post it again. But yeah, so I ended up wasting 6 hours to basically find the exact same chair that I've been using for the last 4 years at work, which I absolutely love. Sometimes if something is good, you don't need to change it. Okay, there's something else I wanted to. I have this one guy. He loves to troll me. I don't know why, but he loves to troll me, and he was making comments yesterday about the things that I was saying here and the things that happened in the Trading Zone Live yesterday. So I want to make sure you guys understand this. I'm hoping that he's the only one that doesn't get this. But when I'm talking about, I just want to make sure you guys understand this. When I'm talking about these charts and showing you these charts and these levels and all this stuff here, you notice these are daily bars, right? So we're talking about daily price data. So if I'm telling you, hey guys, I think today's going to be a choppy day, I'm not talking about the 5-minute S&P 500 bars that go up and down. I'm talking about the daily time period. All right. So most of you guys, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, right? You guys, this is daily data. We're looking at daily, the 8-day EMA, the 15-day EMA, daily charts. This right here, how many stocks making 20-day highs, 20-day low, weekly sectors, strongest sector in 5 days. You guys realize that everything we're talking about is based on the daily time frame, not the 5-minute time frame. The only thing that's based on 5-minute time frame is those levels that I give you here. And when we're talking about day trading SPY, I just want to make sure everybody understands that. Okay. I just want to make sure you guys understand that nobody else. Okay. I thought so, but we got some guys here who are, whoo. So I just want to make sure if you guys, yeah, HG says it's obvious. Cheryl says yes. Okay. I did not think I needed to explain it to anybody because I talk about it every single day, but there's always a moron when you least expect it. Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure. Just make sure. Yeah, I know it's obvious, HG, but okay. All right. Just wanted to make sure everybody understands that, right? There's no confusion here on that. I mean, let's see how many people we got. We got 437 people. There's no confusion there. Okay, good. Did anybody think we're talking about 5-minute bars when I'm giving you the 8-day MA and telling you like the prognosis of the chart? Okay, all right. Okay, good. Now, I don't care about the haters, all that. I just want to make sure you guys understand that there's no like, what? What? Okay, that just wanted to make sure. I know it's obvious, HG. I just wanted to make sure. John says, intuitively obvious to the casual observer. I thought so. Yeah, I just, thank you. Thank you. Some of these trolls, they make me lose. Like I'm thinking, maybe people are thinking what I'm talking about is intraday price data. Okay, good. Thank you guys. Thank you for not making me feel like I'm insane. Okay. And by the way, yesterday, so let's talk about our analysis. Okay. So let me show you something about yesterday. It takes all kinds, I'll tell you. Whew. All right. Just want to make sure I'm not losing my mind. Okay. Thank you, guys. So here's the price data of yesterday. And what happened yesterday? Here, let's delete today. What happened yesterday? What did I tell you that I was seeing yesterday and what happened yesterday? What happened? Now, we did have more range, which I said I'm assuming we're going to have because, it's earnings. But what happened yesterday? Where did the market go? It touched the 8-day, it touched this level, and then it came right back up above the 8-day EMA. Okay? We did not have a run day yesterday, folks. We had a lot of volatility yesterday, but we did not have a run day yesterday. We closed right back here. See how we're just continuing this path? We talked about that yesterday. Yeah, Shamens, I just want to make sure that. Oh yeah, Bob, Bob. I'll send you his email. I'll forward you his email. Whew. Yeah, he likes to email me and insult me, and but he watches everything we do, and he's a lifetime member. So I don't get it. He likes to teach me. He likes to educate me. Okay, so you guys see we had a wide range day. We had a lot of volatility yesterday, but we didn't go anywhere. And you can also see that right here. Look at the number of stocks making 52-week highs: 31, 14, 29, 13. Look at the 90-day highs: 50. We have no momentum, guys. This is not we're not in a trend right now. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Yeah, chop. Yeah, a lot of chop. A lot of chop. Yeah, Bob, you're going to love his email. I'll forward it to you after we're done here. Whew. And by the way, the market only sold off yesterday, closed down 0.52, not even 1% or three quarters. And we're down 0.16 ticks right now. Folks, and if you don't believe me, you don't have to. Just look at the number of stocks making 90-day highs. It's 50. Look at this number of stocks making 90-day lows. It's 37. We have no momentum. Look at the stocks making 1-year highs, 31. Look at the stocks making 52-week lows, 14. We have no momentum. So while we may have some volatility, we're not having any, it's not a trend day. It's a choppy, high volatile day. We closed at the VWAP yesterday, or right by the VWAP yesterday. VWAP is fair value, so it's not a trend day. So what we're seeing right now is some volatility, but the market's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. Right now, it's up 16 ticks. So we're not really going anywhere, which is really odd for earnings. But you need to be able to understand and differentiate the difference between a low volatility range day, a high volatility range day, and a trend day. This is a trend day right here. That's a trend day. This is a high volatile chop day. Okay. Basically, we huff, we puff, and we don't go anywhere. So I wanted to make sure you guys understand all this. Okay. Now, startup CEO, no, I don't think he's jealous. I think he's just, I don't know what he is, and I don't really care, but he just bugs the hell out of me. But sometimes he writes something, and I'm like, well, maybe I should ask people this. Maybe they really don't understand this, but obviously you guys do. So I'm not gonna. Yeah, he's yeah. All right. So we're not going anywhere. We're not running away with the circus. We're not really going anywhere. And if you don't believe me, if you don't believe this chart, all you have to do is look at the number of stocks. There's no momentum in this market. Now, that's very rare for earnings season. So usually when you have no momentum and you have earnings, you have a lot of volatility, but you don't have the price going anywhere. Okay. Just wanted to make sure you guys understand that. All right. So we're coming off a little bit. Nothing crazy. This is random right here. The Dow down 90 points is nothing. Anything over 200 now, or 180, 200. This about 90 to 100. But we're coming down a little bit. We're coming off. Russell is still positive. So we'll get into all of that in a minute. But I just wanted to make sure that you guys understand all of this stuff. All right. Trolls. Yeah. Well, I have one. I literally have one. Okay, bond market. Bond market's a little bit lower, but not a lot lower, just a little bit lower, right at the 8-day EMA. We'll talk about that in a minute. That increases yield and pushes the stock market a little bit lower. No, you can't, John. You can't. This guy's different, though. This guy watches and listens to everything I say like a hawk, and then he criticizes me like crazy. He's an odd duck. US dollar still coming up. Still coming up here. Gold is starting to bounce. Look at gold. It's bouncing. Um, if you guys remember what I said, I need gold to get above 4,107 above here. Let me show you. I want gold to get above this area right here. Right here. About 41,800, 41. Good morning, Becky. About 4185 above this bar. Once we're back above this bar, and once we're back above this bar, we'll be above this black line, and that black line is my support. So, and by the way, notice, look at I'm going to keep my mouse away from there because it puts a dot on there, but look at that's the 15-day EMA. Look at how we clipped the 15-day EMA and bounced right off of it, and now we're coming back above the 8. Anything above this level right here, just above this bar, I want to see it close above this bar. Trading above this bar would be a first step, but I want to close. I know a lot of you guys have gold. Yeah, he's brutal. He's brutal. I mean, he curses me out. This guy's just brutal. Um, all right. Crude oil. It is what it is. It's not a big, that's not why I brought it up. I brought it up because I wanted to make sure you guys understood I'm talking about daily price action and you guys understand that I'm not talking about the 5-minute S&P 500 charts. And as HG said, it's obvious, but it ain't obvious to everybody. Crude oil. Crude oil is going up because of the news surrounding Mr. Putin and Trump and China. We'll talk about that in a minute. But we're now at the 50-day moving average. Remember what I told you yesterday when we were right here. I told you we're still closing below the 15-day and we're still at the 8. So this could easily be a pullback unless we see price breaking up. Well, guess what? Price is now breaking up and we're at the 50 days. So we're clearly not in a position to go short. Do we want to go long? No. We want to go long when it's above the 200-day moving average. This could just be a pause right here. So this is, remember, we still have to get above the 50, the 100, the quarterly VWAP, and the 200. That's 4 levels of support here, major support. So please don't go long energies, but don't go shorting energies either. We're kind of in twilight zone right now. Okay. All right. All right. Let's see here. One second. So take this back to where it goes. Okay. So crude oil, gold, crude oil, bonds, oil, crude oil. Yeah. China. China is not really doing anything. I think China is in a wait and see mode. They want to see how the talks between China and USA go. Also, folks, and I'm not a big conspiracy theorist, but I do believe part of the reason why the market is not giving us a lot of gyrations right now is because the government shutdown is not giving us that Fed data that we need for the financial sector to really move. It's kind of taking the breath out of the market. It doesn't mean the market's not moving, but I'm expecting more choppiness and consolidation and more back and forth than trending. It's very dangerous because remember, stocks get their mojo from bonds, bonds get their mojo from Fed, and Fed is closed and Fed is out of business. Okay. Yeah, Putin is making money. Good point, Bob. Bitcoin is starting to consolidate around here. We're probably going to take a loss, if not yet, on the bonus trade I gave you in the pit. And we do lose money too sometimes. I mean, but keep an eye on this level. We need to break above this level. If today we break above this level, we have a chance. But I don't think I'm not really seeing anything crazy happening. I don't think it's going to happen by tomorrow afternoon. But here we are. We're right over here. All right. So we talked about Bitcoin. We did not talk about, we did talk about the US dollar. Okay. So just to review, we're at the 8-day EMA. We have a little gap here. This may cause some pressure on the stock market. Remember, we don't have a lot of follow through, and I'll talk about that when I get into stocks. We don't have a lot of follow through momentum. And let's see. China's not really doing much. There's just not much going on with commoditized assets. Okay. Just not much going on with commoditized assets. Let me take a look. Yeah. All right. Yeah, star for oxygen movement based on news. That's a good way to look at it, Jeff. Just a few things here. Uh, right here. Right here. If you guys are just starting to come in, we still have a lot of people who are coming in. Please, please, please change it to 1080p. Okay. Change it to 1080p. Okay. And two, please give us a thumbs up if you guys are getting benefit out of this. Okay. All right. Let's go back here. So, in terms of Fed data, let me give you guys Fed data. We have existing home sales. We have jobless claims. Are we going to have jobless claims today? I think we are. I don't think that's delayed. Yeah, I think we're going to have jobless claims. I think we're going to have existing home sales. We have Fed speakers. As far as bond auction, we only have 4-week auction and we have 8-week auction. We don't have a 5 or a 10 or a 20-year auction. That's not going to be as impactful. Hey, Coach Rubin, good to see you. Yeah, bond auction was yesterday. You're right. Yesterday. Yes. And it didn't really seem to do much for the market. Yes. You're right. So not a lot of Fed data. I want to see what the jobless claims is going to be. Again, the range is somewhere in the low 200s. All right. And we'll see what happens there. And as far as existing home sales, that'll be very interesting as well. And then you got 2 Fed speakers talking right there. All right. Let's get into the news. What are the catalysts, folks? Come on, guys. Give me the catalysts. Let's get with the catalysts. Hey, Linda. Good morning, everybody. If I didn't say good morning to you, good morning. I've been getting a lot of funny emails telling me how much they love those pet pictures, so I'm going to keep doing it. All right. Not getting grilled. Oh, also, while you guys are posting, let me give you a VIP room and tell you what we're doing today in the VIP room. Today we're going to be talking about the things that we do in the pit. Actually, let me write that down right here. One second. Let me just, I forgot to give them my, one second, folks. Bear with me. Please bear with me. Jesus, I got so many channels here. I can't find my channel. Here we go. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I needed to post something. Okay, so the agenda today is we're going to talk about the pit. We're going to talk about day trading. We're going to talk about swing trading. We're going to talk about what we do in the pit, how it all comes together. We're going to talk about time spreads. We're going to talk about straddles and strangles. And I may even talk about a new strategy that I'm going to be talking about and introducing into the pit, which I think you guys will love. I haven't done that yet, but it's going to be great. Richard says, I'm missing some sectors, got only halfway through bar chart. That's okay. Richard has aerospace, space, mining, communication, finance, transports, energy. Yeah, you got it pretty much at all, Richard. You got it all. You got it all, actually. No, you got it. I got the industrial. You got it all. You got it all. Good job, Richard. Good. You actually have it all. And I'm going to go through this so we can kind of all be on the same page. So, results from Tesla, IBM, they're already out. All of these stocks were down when I checked in the morning. Let's see how QQQ is doing right now. QQQ is down about 0.30 only, which is not really all that much. Let's see what IBM is doing. IBM is down 7%. Tesla's down 3.64%, and LRCX is down 2%. That is going to put weight on the market today. Okay. Mm-hmm. Tesla, yes, that's right. That's right, Peanut. That's right. Technology. That's technology. Yes. Definitely mags. I think Richard got pretty much everything there, though. He kind of separated it, but he's got it all. He's got it all. Okay, let's continue this. Let's continue this. Thank you, Bob. Thank you. All right. Tesla fell over 3%. IBM slumped. I don't know why they're not mentioning, they're mentioning the stock PEDP, but they're not mentioning all LRCX. I'm going to have to talk to Mr. Alexander here. Where's my LRCX, Mr. Alexander? It's one of the biggest chip stocks. How dare you miss that stock? How dare you? Okay. Netflix plunged over 10%, top percent gainer, loser on the Nasdaq 100. Texas Instruments slid, not good for chips. ISRG jumped 13%. They had good numbers. That's a healthcare stock. Speaking of healthcare, okay. Third quarter earnings season continues. We're going to have earnings on Intel, T-Mobile, Ford, Blackstone, Union Pacific. We're still looking at 7.2, although the actual number is coming out way better than that. Okay. The U.S. government shutdown has now entered its 23rd day. Quite honestly, I did not think it was going to go this long. No clear sign of compromise between Republicans and Democrats. Investors will focus on the National Association of Realtors today. This is a pretty big report. We have the bond market coming out with claims in just a few minutes. The bond market's been going up since about 8 o'clock in the morning, as you could see right here. So let's see what the jobless claims come out at. If it's in the low 200s, it should start coming up. But this is not good. See how this is a gap and go to the downside? We now need to get above 91.88. So, and I'll talk about that when we talk about intraday levels. Right now we're talking about daily. But for that guy who likes to mess with me, intraday, all right, intraday. We need to get above this level right here. Okay? So keep an eye on that level, and we'll talk about it again. And again, when the report comes out, let me know when the report comes out so I can keep track of the bond market. Okay, just kind of sitting there right now. Let's see what the number is. Do we have the number already? No, not yet. All right, we'll come back to it when it prints. But right now, it's not printing anything. All right. Investors will focus on the existing home sales. We have a 96% probability that we're going to lower rates. And according to Kane yesterday, almost the same probability in December. Look at Europe. Europe is up only 18 ticks. They're not really following through on this earnings this is, remember, this is after the news came out on about Netflix, Tesla, and LRCX and IBM. And look, nothing. Near record highs, investor cheered slew of positive corporate reports. Energy stocks led the gains on Thursday as oil rallied, surged after President Trump imposed sanctions on Russia's two biggest oil companies. Europe members stated that Thursday formally approved 19th package of sanctions against Russia. The publication of the weekly job claim originally said for today. Is it delayed? Okay, so it is delayed. See, here's the thing. Here they wrote a delay, so I assumed that this was good. It doesn't say delay, so I assumed it was going to come out, but I guess it is delayed. Okay. All right, fair enough. Well, the bond market is starting to come back, okay, which is good. Really, really good. All right, let's come back here. China, what's China doing? Reversed earlier losses and closed higher on fresh stimulus measures, de-escalating U.S.-China trade tension. Notice, and this is all after the IBM, LRCX, and Tesla. So I'm not really, bond market is just increasing its upside. So this is not bad. We need to come up here on an intraday basis, intraday. And I try to specify that every time. Meanwhile, U.S. President Trump said on Wednesday that he and Chinese President Xi would make a deal. I think everything. I mean, I'm not going to keep my mouth shut. would make a deal on, I think, everything. Noted the talk would cover topics ranging from soybean purchases to rare earth exports and the Russian-Ukraine war. Okay, good. Oh boy. Closed lower today as investors took profit following a recent rally fueled by expectations for fiscal dove. New government technology stocks led the decline. So closed lower. So Japan closed lower, but mostly because of their internals. The fact that China and Europe were flat and didn't fall for the banana in the tailpipe is pretty interesting. All right. Pre-market, we already know what our catalysts are. We're going to be watching mega caps. Um, we're going to be watching mega caps. We're going to be watching IBM. We're going to be watching healthcare stocks and everything else Richard mentioned. I mean, everything is on the table today. Everything is on the table today. All right. All right. Let's talk about stocks. Let's talk about stocks. What is volatility? Let's look at volatility. Oh, that's what I had on this thing, volatility. What is volatility doing? Come on, volatility. Speaking of customer service live, let me post that. Thanks, Raleigh. Thanks, Cam. Here's the link for customer service live. I haven't really been posting a lot of links today. Sorry about that. Here is customer service live, and they'll focus on swing trading strategies. I'll be talking a lot about swing trading and day trading today, basically everything we do in the pit. And here is the VIP room if you want to catch the afternoon show, which will be fantastic. Thanks, Bob. I appreciate you very, very much. Thanks, Bob. All right. Volatility. Remember what I told you yesterday. As long as we're below 20, we're okay. Well, yesterday we huffed, we puffed, and we went nowhere. Look where here. This is where we closed yesterday. We had a long tail and we closed right here. Not a trend day yesterday. A lot of volatility, but we didn't go anywhere. We closed right below the VWAP. So you could see right here. This was, as a matter of fact, it closed exactly in that range. But today we're a little bit higher and we're getting to that level that I told you we need to pay attention to. So my suggestion would be today, please, 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 please watch volatility very, very, very closely. Watch volatility very, very, very closely. And if you see volatility starting to really edge above this level right here, about 21, 2021, not right here, but right here, then there's some panic selling into the market. But if you just see volatility coming around here, that's more of like an anticipation. Like, let's see what's going to happen. We're a little nervous, but we're not scared. This is getting into scare territory. The market can stay very choppy right here. And right now, the market is just, as you saw by the number of stocks making moves, there's nothing moving right now. So we're going to keep an eye on this very, very closely. Okay, let's take a look at market internals. Let's see what's leading. Remember yesterday we had some hope that here, this is yesterday. Remember we saw semiconductor. This is yesterday, Tuesday, October. This is going into tomorrow. It's always one day behind this because this is the market hasn't started yet. So this is today's, this is yesterday's. Remember, it's still last night's data. This doesn't give us data till the market starts open. So this is yesterday. So you could see right here, semiconductor technology, QQQ, consumer discretionary communication, right? Some, not perfect. It's not a perfect, but it was a step in the right direction. And look at it today. Where's chips? Where's chips? Where's my chips? Yesterday, chips were here. Look where chips are right now. Yesterday, technology was here and QQQ were here. Where are they today? Technology, QQQ. They're not up here. They're down here now. So here, you could see right here, communication, consumer discretionary, QQQ, technology, home builder, semiconductor. Today, healthcare, energy, real estate. Mm-mm. Then you have consumer discretionary, which is fine. But then you got blue chips and you have consumer staples. Then you have technology. And so we've moved consumer staples and in Dow Jones are moving up. Blue chips, defensive stocks are moving up. And speculative stocks, technology, communication, semiconductors, Russell 2000. Look what Russell 2000 was yesterday. Up here, and now today it's lower, almost at the end. So this is chop fest, folks. Fragmented. Oh, John, thanks you. My analysis is very useful. I appreciate that. Okay. We don't know yet, Helen. Tomorrow will be tomorrow. So this is kind of what we're dealing with right now. Not a lot. Now, what about individual stocks? Well, okay, let's take a look. Look at the number of stocks making a 52. This is a 1-year high. This has to be over 100 for us to have some directional bias. 31. Good luck to you guys. This. How about 20-week? How about 20-week low? Do you guys understand that if you don't have stocks moving, large caps moving, this is all stocks that are priced between $10 and $1,000. Okay? No ETFs. This is volume over 300,000 per day. That's nothing. 13. This is pretty much every stock large, like 1,200, 1,300 stocks. There's nothing here. How about 50-day high? 35, 30. How about 90-day, the biggest one? 50. How about lows? 37. Well, you can argue, well, Roger, we've been kind of going bearish, so momentum has been going down. Well, why isn't it reflecting in the downside? Where's the beef? Okay, fine. You think we're going down. Where's the beef? So let's see. 30 stocks making a 50-day low. 14 stocks making a 52-week low. 13 stocks making a 20-week low. 37 stocks making a 90-day low. I'm not hiding the ball from you guys. I'm actually doing this in front of you. There's no directional momentum right now. Hence, you may see a lot of volatility, but is price going anywhere? That's the key. So right now, we're down 0.16 ticks. This is a run day. This is a trend day. This is a day where we didn't go anywhere. We huffed, we puffed, and we closed above the 8-day EMA. This is today. We're going a little lower now. Again, we don't know what's going to happen. But don't confuse, don't be foolish, don't be like the guy that trolls me, and don't confuse a trend day with a lot of volatility in a market that doesn't go anywhere. And if it did, then you would see it right here. This is including ETFs. This doesn't really see this doesn't take away ETFs. So this is what I look at right here. So if stocks are trending, then where's the beef? Where are they? You understand? And I'm not just telling you this, I'm showing you this. We'll get into the put to call ratio in a second. You see what I'm saying? We don't have a lot of we don't have a lot of panic. I mean, a lot of people who have FOMO, and we don't have a lot of people who have fear right now. We're right in the middle. Look, we're right in the middle. This doesn't look. I'm going to tell you one thing. It's one thing when people extrapolate it. I could say anything I want. I'm showing you hard data that I show you every single day here. Every single day. So here's my question to you. If you have less than 100 stocks making 1-year highs and you have less than 100 stocks making 1-year lows, it means stocks are not moving. If stocks are not moving, where do you think we're going to go? You understand what I'm saying? We don't have anything driving price to new lows. It's just doing this. Okay? Yeah, exactly. Just a lot of volatility, but it's a chop fest. Okay. Henry, you saw this, right? We're not here and we're not here. There's nobody, there's no, and by the way, volatility is pretty much saying like, we're kind of like not here, not there. If we had a run day yesterday, this would move. It's not, it's just right here. So it can happen. I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but right now we don't have a lot to work with. And this is not my opinion. This is a mathematical fact right here. And if you want to dispute me or say something contrary to that, I'd love to hear your theory. But this is telling me nothing is moving. And when nothing is moving, it's hard to make money because the markets aren't going anywhere. Yeah. And again, it's one thing when people tell you things, but I'm showing it to you. I'm literally showing it to you. So if you don't agree with me, say, oh, I don't agree with you because, well, I don't believe in market internals. Okay, fine. I mean, volatility, put the call ratio, market internals. There's just not a lot of movement. It's taking a lot of effort and energy to find good stocks right now, to the upside and to the downside. And folks, I'm not trying to scare you. I'm not trying to tell you not to buy or sell stocks. All I'm telling you is we don't have a lot of directional bias right now. We just don't have a lot of directional bias right now. 1 second. So very, very important. Very, very, very important. Yeah, the put to call ratio is flat too. We may have to take a look at price compression strategies. Think Bollinger Bank squeeze. Yep. Thank you, Henry. I appreciate it. And again, folks, if you have a different point of view, that's fine. But one thing I always do is if I say something, I back it up with why. And if you don't agree with me, that's fine. I mean, it's as my constitutional law professor used to say, it's a world of free will and self-determination. I'll never forget that. All right, let's look at indexes, okay? And then I'll give you intraday levels. One thing about me, I'll always tell you why I'm thinking what I'm thinking. I'm not just going to do something crazy. And look at the SPY. We're down to 0.12 right now. Do you think this is a strong trend day? Do you think this is a strong trend day? We closed down 0.5 point yesterday. Does that sound like does this look to you on a chart? Look, does this look to you like we had a strong trend day yesterday? This is a trend day. That's a trend day. That's a trend day. When you have wick making half of the bar, that ain't a trend day. That's a let's hit the VWAP and bounce right back day. Thank you, Henry. I appreciate it. Thank you, Shemens. Exactly, Diamond Jen. People start chasing things. All right. So just we're moving along. Let's take a look at the QQQ. Let's see if we're seeing anything differently. And folks, I'm sorry if I'm not telling you what you want to hear. You wanted me to tell you about all this crazy movement and all this volatility and all of this stuff, but it ain't happening. Don't blame me. We're down 0.36. So think about this for a minute. Think about this, okay? We had IBM, Tesla, and LRCX come out with nasty numbers. The QQQ's down 0.34, folks. That means 0.34%. We're literally right here in yesterday's range. It's not a lot of movement there. Let's look. And look at MAGs yesterday. They were down 0.46. Today, MAGs are down more because of Tesla than they were down yesterday the entire day. And we're only down how much? 0.63. This is not anything crazy. What do I always tell you guys every morning? If something is not up or down over 1%, what does that mean? It's the first thing I show you every day. I show you a screenshot of sectors. And what do I always tell you? Nothing is up or down over 1%. What does that mean? Random trading action, non-directional bias. I do it every single day. You know how I show you this right here? This graph right here? Every morning. And I always tell you, I always circle anything over 1%, right? Well, are we over 1%? No. Okay. Just want to make sure we're all on the same page. What about the Dow Jones? Let's look at the Dow Jones. The Dow Jones is down 0.24. Now, let's talk technicals. We're right at the 8-day EMA. And we have this support here. This is the VWAP support here. Now, if you look at MAGs, I'm going to look at the weakest one right now. If you look at MAGs, you'll see the same thing. They're all right on the 8-day EMA. You know what that tells us? That we're trading right at the 1-week average. Does that sound like a trend day to you? The 8-day, remember the 8-day EMA equals the 5-day simple moving average. The 5-day simple moving average takes into account 1 week's price. We're literally sitting at the 1-week level right now across the board on everything. Let's look at IWM, and I'll look at semiconductors too. Thank you. You're right, Don. Thank you, Candy. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. All right. Let's see here. So Russell 2000 down up 0.3. You know, when it's down or up, I don't even pay attention just to show you how little this is. When I see something like 0.23, I don't even pay attention if it's green or red because it's just noise. I mean, look at where we're at right now, right at the 8-day, right at the VWAP level. Well, right there. We can go up or down just as easily right now. And notice I'm not telling you which way we're going to go. I'm just telling you that we can easily go up or down. And the market feels the same way. If it didn't, the put to call ratio wouldn't be right here. It's a lot smarter than I am, okay? SMH, let's take a look. Now, SMH, look, down 0.79. We're at least getting closer to 1%. This is breaking the 8-day, but it hasn't broken this level yet. So as long as we bottom out, we're right at the 15-day average right now. So I don't like how this is looking, but here's the interesting thing. We made a swing high. What do I always tell you about pullbacks from swing high? They tend to get tested. If this was not a swing high, if this was a swing high, I would be very worried about this. There's a lesson here. I always tell you guys, and this is something you should write down, pullbacks from all-time highs or swing highs are some of the best high probability trades. If this was a swing high right here, and this was lower than this, then I would say, we have a lower high. We got to be careful here. But see this little half circle? That's telling us we made a higher high here. So this is the higher high, not this. So this pullback is a 3-day pullback from a swing high. Swing high pullbacks are meant to be bought. So again, look at the difference in my analysis. The price here was just lower than this by a hair, but nonetheless, this was a higher high. So now we have a pullback from a higher high. If this was here and not here, if these were backwards, then I would say, folks, we made a higher high here and we couldn't make a higher high. We're now making a lower low and we're making a pullback. That means there's less confidence that this is going to bounce back. Now, I know I'm speaking very fast, but I'm telling you something really important right now. So listen to me, okay? If you guys trading pullbacks, make sure you're taking a pullback from a recent swing high. Well, Roger, this is a swing high. Yes, at this point, this was a swing high, but now this takes this out. This is a swing high. So now we're looking for pullbacks from swing highs. Okay? Now, are we guaranteed to get it? Are we going to wait for confirmation? Of course we are, right here. But the difference is very small. So this and this look almost identical. The only difference is we went just a few ticks higher here, but we made a new high. Now I'm looking for a pullback. If this didn't have the circle here, and if this was just a hair higher, I wouldn't be looking for pullbacks here. So I want you guys to understand it's a very, very nuanced thing I'm looking at. But this is a swing high, and pullbacks from swing highs are very high probability trades. Even Matt will tell you that, just messing around. He'll be here in about 40 minutes. Takes him an hour in traffic to get here from his house. Without traffic, it's like 15 minutes. So we obviously want to get confirmation, and we want to trade above 345 on the SMH, 345 before taking any longs. But I'm just letting you know that a pullback from a swing high is not a low probability trade once you have confirmation. Okay. Let's talk about intraday price levels, shall we? Let's see. Okay. I'm just looking at a few stocks here. Folks, is this beneficial to you? Kelly, that is a gold nugget, and a lot of people miss that. Yeah, yeah. So just understand that it's a big difference between a pullback. All right, SPY. Let me just do it here. No, actually, I want to do it here. Where's going on here? Who moved my cheese? One second, one second. Huh, I see. Okay. All right, fair enough. I'll do it here. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. I'll just do it right here. Okay. Let's look at the overnight action, guys. Whew. And now we're coming right back up. Look at that. Okay, let me draw the levels here for you. We are having some volatility tonight. Remember yesterday was just choppy, choppy, choppy. And look at price action last few hours of the day, just going straight up yesterday. Okay, so we got that, we got that, we got that, we got that. Okay, let me give that to you. I'm going to post this for you. Okay. QQQ levels. Let me give you that. And again, folks, just these are intraday levels. Everything I just talked about for the last 40 minutes is daily levels, and intraday, a whole different story. Intraday is, up and down, back and forth, all sorts of crap, not daily levels. Right there. Okay, let me give this to you. From the overnight session, it looks like we could have more volatility today. But again, internals are not doing much. QQQ, overnight levels. Um, da, 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 da. Mags. Mags intraday levels. Let me do that for you here. there. A lot of chop today. A lot of chop. A lot of chop overnight. Okay, let me give you these levels. Good. Glad to help. This is helpful to you guys. Okay. What was the next one? The next one was TLT. Remember I mentioned this level to you guys, 91.87. This is an intraday level you need to pay attention to. If we break 91.87, we're going to start filling in the gap and the markets should start turning pretty good. Notice how we've been running up to it since 8 o'clock in the morning, and look at the stock market since 8 o'clock in the morning. No coincidence there. So you really want to pay attention to this 91.87 level because that's our breakdown level yesterday, okay? Just giving you heads up right now. That SPY level, hold on, let me look at that SPY level again. That SPY level is right here. It's 668.87. That got cut off, 668.87, and then 669.20. 669.20. I'll write it up here. Is 669.20. There you go. I posted it there for you guys, okay? I just posted it for you. See, Fazio? You have it on the sheet now. It's 669.20, okay? Sorry about that. SMH. Oh, wait a minute. We were on the bond market. What are we doing here? Yeah, this level is really important. This is probably one of the most important things I'm going to tell you today, this 91.87 level. There. There. Right there. Okay. Let me give you this. Bond levels. And let me get you Russell 2000 levels. That's it. I don't think we did SMH. Did we do SMH? I don't think we did SMH levels. Let's do SMH levels. No, that's it. Okay. All right. Wow, I'm spending a lot of time with you guys today. SMH levels. Folks, remember, we're going to have a big day today in the VIP room. Let me give you the link for that. And then also give you customer service live links. And here is customer service live. Folks, we're going to be talking about everything we do in the pit. I'm going to break it down for you in the VIP room, including time spreads, strangle straddles, and a couple of other strategies that I have never shown you before. I'm going to actually go over today. So it's going to be a really exciting day today. A really exciting day today for all of you. I promise you. All right. Okay. Let me close this up and I'll give you the small caps. We'll do the small caps right now. Bear with me. Bear with me, folks. Bear with me. Alan says, now I finally have some success trading micro e-minis. Thank to you. Thank to you. You're welcome, Alan. You're welcome. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Oh, just closed on me. There we go. Just get this thing going. We'll get the other one going. Oh, perfect. Now it opened up the way I like it. Murphy's Law never fails. Okay. Keep an eye over here, folks. We're going to get through these puppies together. No, 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 no. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. VTYX. 850. Let's continue. I like this one. INBS. Above 150. Martin, send me an email, but TradingView is excellent. TradingView is, and it connects to most brokers. ENTX. 308. MAIA. 180. Let's see if there's any others. I'll add this one in. RBNE above 175. 175. Let's continue. No. No. Okay, that's it. So let me give them to you, okay? VTYX above 8, oops, greater than 850, MAIA greater than 180, INBS greater than 150, ENTX greater than 308, and RBNE greater than 125. Let me just double check the last one. RBNE. No, that was greater than 185. 185. 185. 85. Right there. Those are the numbers. Nice, Bob. Thank you. Beautiful. Let me now let me just really quickly look at the bond market and then we'll move on from there. Bond market came up hard and then sold off hard. Okay. Let me give you large caps that I'm looking at, okay? I thought this was a pretty interesting show. RHI. Beautiful, huh? Charter. Again, folks, keep in mind, we don't have a lot of momentum right now. We don't have a lot of momentum right now. KNF. Texas Instrument. Yes, Texas Instrument after yesterday's fiasco. Remember I told you wait for it to pull up to the 8-day? Well, it's starting to come up again. VRSN. Breaking the 200. Very nice. LBRDK. Never traded this stock before. Seriously, I've never traded this stock before. But it looks beautiful. Look at that. Nice trend. I don't know how optionable it'll be. And then APD. Spell check, RBNE. Yeah, that's what I got, RBNE. Hey, Moondog. Didn't I say? Hey, let me just make sure I got the spelling right. RBNE. Yeah, it's RBNE. It's yep, that's what the spelling that I got. RBNE. Flex Rod. It's up there. It's RBNE at 185 or over. I have it up there. It's right above you. Okay, let's continue now the long side. Now look at my long list. Think about as I'm giving you these stocks. Think about I had all the stocks in the world to choose from. Look at the stocks on my long list, and you will see that the market does not have any directional momentum. Look, Rio. Now, is that a stock that I would typically pick? Would that be my first long stock that I pick? Rio, an ADR? No. Tell. Does that sound like a stock I would normally pick for my watch list? Second stock I would pick? No. Notice there's no Googles, there's no Teslas, there's none of that stuff. Okay. BURG. No, wrong ticker. Hold on. EURG, not B. EURG. What the hell's going on here? EVRG. My spelling in the morning is a little wonky. Notice these are not like your prime stocks that everybody remembers. That's because there's no momentum. DK, did these sound like your typical McDonald's or no? Here's one that's we're all familiar with. MHCA. And last one, MCK. You think 185 is the wrong level? Let me take a look here. You may be right. No, you're right. You're right. You're right. For some reason, look at this. This is weird. I go here with my mouse, right? I come here with my mouse and it's telling me it's 150, but it's over $2. So you're absolutely right. You are right. You are right. You are right. Let's see the high is. It's 214 right now. So let's do that. You're right. You're right. Flex Rock Burger, you're right. So RBNE greater than, you're right. You're right. And I am as wrong can be. You're 100% correct, which is why I love having people here. 214. So it's two. He is right. He is right. He is right. He's right, and I'm wrong. 215. Thank you, Mr. Flex Rod Fled. What is this? Mr. Burger. Thank you, Mr. Burger. I appreciate it. You're right. Moondog, good luck to you. Good luck, Moondog. Send me an email so I know what's going on with you. He's right. I guess it's because I'm looking at intraday price data. But yeah, he is right. He is right. It's 215. 215. Okay. So folks, and just so you see that I'm not trying to be a smartass. Look at the 52-week highs. Look at these stocks. This is the list. Look at these stocks so you could see what I'm talking about. Okay? Overextend it right here. Overextend it. Overextend it. Just looks crappy. Overextend it. This is Rio, the one we picked. Look how most of these stocks look. It's another one we picked. Look at how most of these stocks look. This is another one we picked. But look at, this is it, folks. This is my list. That's not a strong bull list. These are not your mom and pop stocks. So work Florida Red Sox Burger. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I just call Mr. Burger. So folks, please be careful today. Please be cautious today. Be very, very cautious today. Please don't go crazy today. Wait for the market to show its hand. Let's wait for some confirmations. Okay. All right. Yeah, it's a weird one, this one. Here. I went right here and it's telling me the high is 214. And this is telling me the same. I could see right here, it's somewhere right around 214. It's 214. It's 214. Look, see when I click here, look at the high on the left side, 214. That's the daily bar. That's taking account the highest level here. Yeah, it's 214. 214. I know it's weird, but I'm telling you, it's 214. It's right here. 214 is the high, so 215 would be our buy level. Okay, guys, thank you. Let me give you my, this is what confused me, FHINOS. So let me give you links and I'll send you guys on your way. I'm not going to be able to spend as much time with you once I start working at the new office because, well, I'll have to be there before the market opens, but right now I'm not going anywhere. Probably Brendan. I don't know. All right. Customer Service Live. Cam is going to be talking about swing trading today. Uncle Roger and Harry will be talking about the pit today. I'll be talking about all the cool stuff we do in the pit. I bid you all farewell. I spend about an hour and 15 minutes with you today. Let's see. Yep. And I will see you guys later. If you guys have any questions at all that I did not answer, please send me an email, roger@rogerscott.com. Ugh, Moondog. I'm so sorry you're going through this, man. Zola says, have a wonderful party. See you Monday. Actually, I'll see you guys at noon today. Bye, guys. Have a great day. Have a great day, everybody. And please don't stress out and don't fall for the CMBS banana in the tailpipe. We've been choppy. We had some volatility, but we're not really going anywhere. You could see that right there. We're literally down right now, 0.5 on the SPY. And QQQ is down 0.23 right now. And mags are down half a basis point. So let's not get ahead of ourselves with the bears, okay? Bye, guys. I'll see you later, and I'll be updating you. And again, please separate. And I know HG says it's common sense, but please separate when I talk about daily data and 5-minute data. 5-minute data goes everywhere. Daily data. All right. See you guys later. Talk to you soon. Have a great day.